Bonjour, rebonjour, bienvenue. As always, and especially this year, Series Mania has assembled an A-list cast for the international jury. They, of course, don't need an introduction. You all know them very well, but voila, in case you need a refresher. So first of all, Monsieur le Président, Benedict Erlingsson, who has come from Iceland to the land of Lille. Welcome.
Thank you.
He is a director, screenwriter, actor, and bien sûr, a leading figure of contemporary Icelandic cinema. His films include the multiple prize-winning Of Horses and Men, and then Woman at War, and then he has ventured into the wild world of television with another woman, the Danish Woman, a spy series co-written with Olafur Egilsson that famously premiered at where else? Right here at Series Mania just last year. So welcome back.
Thank you.
And joining him on le jury, Cécile de France. Don't let her name fool you. She is from nearby in Belgium. She has built a career in France and beyond borders. She's won 2 César Awards. She's been nominated 5 times for Best Actress. She's worked with some of the world's greatest directors. I don't have time to list them all, but Clint Eastwood, the Dardenne brothers, Xavier Giannoli, Cédric Clapiche. The list is très long. She has also made moves into the world of TV, Prestige TV, bien sûr. Paolo Sorrentino's HBO series, The Young Pope and The New Pope, and she played herself in the hit series 10%, Call My Agent. She was here in 2023 to give a masterclass at Series Mania, and she's since starred in the series The Swarm and Greek Salad, and Yann Gozlan's feature The Residence, and soon she will be in La Poupée, The Doll, hitting French cinemas in April. Very soon. So next, Alice Braga joins us all the way from Brazil. All the way from Brazil. She broke onto the international scene with City of God, and she's carved out a career with roles in blockbusters, more auteur projects, and TV. She starred in so many major Hollywood films, including She Is Legend, I Am Legend, Predators, and The Suicide Squad. She's also shifted to series, starring in, you ready, Queen of the South, We Are Who We Are, Dark Matter, and A Murder at the End of the World, among many other talents. And next up, Hatik, a.k.a. Clément Penot. He is a famous French rapper and actor, and as a musician, he's released several hit albums. He's even gone platinum, and he's now the golden boy of French TV with roles in hit Canal Plus series Validé, playing a young rapper, and because he is a one-man, multi-talented show, performing tracks on the soundtrack as well. He starred in the Netflix series Anthracite, and he's starring in the film Bagarre, that's also hitting series in April, so we can go see all of them soon on big and small screens. And I think we are presque au complet, but we have Luke Watson, who is an Luke is an award-winning film and television writer and director. He has directed so many hit, and I mean really multiple award-winning series. You ready? Britannia, Ripper Street, Criminal Justice, Spotless, Shameless, The Village. His recent credits include True Haunting for Netflix, The Swarm for The Alliance, that premiered in Berlin. It was ZDF's best ever numbers for a streaming series, and it won Best Miniseries at the German TV Awards. He co-created and co-wrote The Drowning for Channel 5. He is currently, clearly never sleeping, and very busy working on a slew of international series, geopolitical thriller State of War, thriller series Intercept, and the Brazilian-US supernatural thriller series Shadows. And of course, we have a thought now for Ida Panahande, who, as you know, couldn't be here physically because of the ongoing war. She sent a lovely message during the opening ceremony, but her Series Mania spirit is here with us. So, bienvenue, welcome, let's go. So, as we just established, you're all very, very busy. Why are you here? Why did you agree to come to Lille and be on this jury? I guess let's start with you, Mr. President.
Prime Minister, I'm called. I'm here because I'm not busy. So I had time to be here, and it was a pleasure to be invited. I think it's part of my duty to take part in help organization like Series Mania, because it's in a way a help organization. It's helping good stories to the surface. There is so much crap out there, so we need good storytellers and good stories to be seen, and Series Mania is part of that. So I'm very grateful and thankful to be part of this.
And me, I love series, and I love to be in Lille to share with the audience, which is great and very passionate and very warmful and very nice. So I love to do that, because when I'm shooting on the set, I don't have the contact with the people, and I'm doing this job to make a connection with you, with the audience. So for me, it's very important the contact is great, and especially in Lille. Yeah.
Same thing as Cecile said. I really wanted to come. I was really happy when they contacted me, because I've heard about Series Mania through some friends, Brazilian friends that have been here. And I think it's always fantastic when you go to film festivals and you're able to see films from all over the world, but series is not always that you get a chance to see series that maybe don't make to your country. So that's one of the reasons, like Cecile was saying, but also because I know Series Mania has a side of the foundation that also helps development of series from all over the world for these filmmakers to come, meet possible co-producers and help them to develop their projects. And I think it's so fantastic, especially coming from a South Global country, coming from Brazil, how much festivals like this makes a difference on maybe you making your dream come true. So just be part of the jury myself, to see shows, but also to get to know the people and maybe see what they're doing on the foundation. I think it's always special to celebrate a festival like this.
I'm just basically here for the food.
He eats a lot.
Yeah, no, just kidding. Not so much. I love watching series, of course, like I think all of you guys. It's just an honor for me to be here. It's always a pleasure for me to come to Lille, because I'm French, so I really often come to Lille, and people here, as you guys know, maybe are like maybe the warmest people in France. So this is really a region where every artist, every actor, everybody loves to come because of that warmness that you have here. And then seeing projects that I wouldn't usually see is something really special for me, like some Swedish or German or whatever series that we see here. It's a chance for people to show their body of work, and I think this is not something that you can pass on. So that was a big honor, and I'm really happy to be here among those crazy, talented jury. All right.
For me, I had a series here in 2023 with The Swarm, which I directed, and unfortunately, I was filming at the time, so the series was here, but I wasn't able to attend. So it is, when I was invited onto this jury, I obviously said yes, because it was a thrill to be able to finally be here and visit this lovely city and this amazing showcase of talent from all over Europe. That's really, for me, obviously have worked all my life in series, and it is absolutely the kind of narrative form that I most enjoy and most like to work in. And such a collection of, already we've seen some very interesting shows, all very different, all with very distinct national characteristics, and it's fascinating to see everything at a super high level in terms of execution, but also with such different styles and tones and genres. So it's a thrill to be here, and I'm very happy.
So you've all been spending quite a bit of time together already. You seem like you're getting along. How's it going? What's the vibe?
It's a nightmare. No.
It's a good vibe. I love the president.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, that's a really good vibe.
Yeah, we are we changed the constitution, so this is we decided that I was not a president because president has really no power in my country. So I've chosen the title prime minister, and that means that they have all chosen their ministry. So we have the Ministry of Finance. That is Luke.
I think you chose that for me.
Yeah, I
but
chose
thank
that
you.
for you.
Yeah.
And there's the culture minister, our poet, Clement. And then there's the Minister of Communication and Information, that is Alice. And then we have the Minister of Beer, Cecilia.
Of beers, yeah, I can.
She's from Belgium, so.
Yeah, let them discover some good beers because it's a good place.
So it's very serious, but actually it's a very serious, I mean, the competition is fierce this year. You have very tough decisions ahead of you in your cabinet. How do you judge a series? What to you makes a series good? Anyone want to chime in?
I'll jump in. For
Don't
me,
say too much.
No, I'll keep it short. I mean, for me, I think, like most of us, first, it's your heart, right? How does it make you feel? And does it really involve you? Does it excite you? Does it move you? Does it make you laugh? These are, do you identify with the characters? So it's very much a kind of a sort of physical reaction, right? And then, of course, you want to break it down, you want to deconstruct it, you want to look at it in terms of the different disciplines and the technical aspects that are being, used, the performances, the writing. So I guess that's the way we look at it, how it made you feel initially, and then also how each of these of the disciplines within it have excelled or not within the actual show. But it's been very strong competition so far.
Anyone else want to reveal your judging secrets? No?
Mr.
I
Prime
think
Minister.
this is, for me, sorry.
No, I will say Mr. Prime Minister.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's therapeutic for me. Therapeutic, you say? Therapeutic.
Therapeutic.
It's like a therapy because it's also challenge yourself what I like, why do I like it, what reasons. So you really have to ask yourself a lot of questions, and then you get your mirror here and we have a discussions about it. So it's really, you go into the anatomy of storytelling and you find a lot about yourself in a way. And I think this has been a very good selection so far we have seen.
You've seen what? You've seen four out of 9,
yes,
so you're halfway
yes.
through.
Halfway through.
Have you been all on the same page, or have there been heated debates? How's it going?
You're pretty much here for now.
Yes.
Okay. And you all come from, as we talked about, we come from very different backgrounds. Are you looking at it from different perspectives? Are you looking maybe more at the musical aspects? Are you looking
Not at
more
all.
at, different direction? No.
No, really, not at all.
No, I'm thinking of the musical aspect only. No.
Everyone, you're going in.
We only
all-
follow his aspect.
all 360 full speed ahead. And then a little bit about you. What are your favorite series? I mean, it's, you're doing this professionally, but when you're just sitting down at home and watching something on your canapé, your couches, what are you watching? What genres do you like? What shows are you enjoying now? Any French series? Any Series Mania series you discovered here?
I've got some French series in mind. I liked Le Bureau des Légendes. I liked it.
A classic.
But it was like a French Homeland, so I knew Homeland before I watched it, so it was like, okay, it's kind of the same thing. That's what French people often do.
The Bureau
Yeah.
thing, the international.
It's like the same thing.
Yeah, which is
But,
fantastic. Engrenage, is it Engrenage,
Yeah,
the
the
spiral?
Plus originally,
That's
and then
excellent.
now it's everywhere, yeah.
It's a very difficult one, isn't it? Because we all love a lot of different shows. I mean, American shows. There have been some incredible ones. The Sopranos, obviously, Breaking Bad, Mr. Robot, personal favorite. In the UK, obviously, there's been some wonderful series like House of Cards, Broadchurch, and we've seen some great series as well.
Luther from the UK.
Luther,
very nice.
fantastic, yeah. And from all over Europe.
Okay, so you ready? We're going to do some rapid fire questions. Are you ready? Prêt? All right. What was the last series you watched that made you laugh?
Call my agent. Swear to God.
I rewatch, I watch again Extras. And that makes me so much laugh.
That was a Didn't last many seasons, but it was good.
I laughed here the other day on a series. I cannot tell you which because
You'll find out on closing night
Yeah.
when the awards are.
That's the same for me. I think we have the same laugh.
Me too.
We share the laugh.
we shared the laugh.
Top secret answers
It's a top
here.
secret laugh.
What about the last series that made you cry?
That was also here, so I've been crying also here.
Again,
Is
I've
it the
been.
same series?
Yeah, I've been crying in every series. I think I'm very easy for crying, so I've been touched.
So have I. I've been moved by everything we've watched, actually. There have been some very profound pieces of work.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about laugh and cry at the same time? Any series that have made you do both that you've loved?
That's hard.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Not here, but just in general. Yeah.
Scrubs?
Oh, made you cry.
Yes, Scrubs. Yeah,
Oh wow. Okay.
I think.
Yeah. No.
Oh no, I was young. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. And what about turning off your television immediately?
Oh, that we're not gonna say.
No, I got plenty.
Go on. Just between friends here.
No, but one series that I really enjoyed was Chernobyl. Chernobyl?
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Chernobyl? How do you guys say?
Yeah.
In French, it's Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Ah, Chernobyl.
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 It wasn't crying, but I thought it was really well done as a limited series. I thought it was very powerful.
Yeah, I just, because we are mentioning, I want to mention a series that maybe nobody saw. It was a Norwegian series that really touched me called Magda. And it was about Gro Harlem Brundtland, a politician in the 80s or something. And it was so surprising and fantastic. And I think it has not flown many places, but I thought it was a fantastic stuff. So,
What about any series that made you scared?
Scared. Chernobyl.
The
Same.
Haunting of Hill House
Still
was, I thought, outstanding. I'm very interested in ghost stories and developing one myself, but that I thought was a brilliant series, actually, really contemporarily.
Which one?
The Haunting of Hill House, American series.
Never watched.
and then The Americans. Did you see The Americans?
That's a fantastic
Oh yes,
series.
the one I
Spy
saw.
series.
Yes, I really like that one.
And Homeland. I mean,
Black Mirror?
we've been spoiled,
Breaking
really.
Bad. I love Breaking Bad.
Borgen.
Do you
Borgen.
remember? Do you remember the first series that you watched that really impacted you?
Sopranos.
Yeah, I would agree with that as well.
For me, I don't know, but Top of the Lake, it was so intense for me. It's like, okay, after this series, I wanted to discover all of the series of the world. It was like falling in love with the series when I really, so Top of the Lake of Jane Campion, yeah.
And The Killing, which was such a brilliant piece. I mean, the Scandinavians we have to talk about because the way that they brought serial storytelling into the game, where suddenly we were all like going, wow, okay, you can tell a story over, 10 hours, and it's a really deep and involving. That for me, that changed everything for me. That made me really want to make those, those types of shows.
Yeah, a show that I really love also because of the actors is Peaky Blinders, because there's so many theater actors
Well, and
there.
the film is here.
There's
I
a
haven't
film
seen the
coming.
film, but
Yeah.
but I really love. It was wonderful to see the acting work.
I would say The Wire.
Oh yeah.
Made me
Classic.
made
I think
me
we're
want to
very
become a
classic
drug dealer.
jury.
You know.
We're very classic.
And so, which among you, who have been to Lille before? Is it your first time? You're back this
Yeah.
year. Tell me about your Lille history.
Yeah, it was, very sad for me last time. I came here with a series and did not win any prizes. And but I like Lille much better now.
So this is a revenge tour?
Yeah, it's a revenge tour, of course. And there's better weather now, and I feel better.
For now.
And, so I'm very reborn to Lille. It's my favorite French town now.
Yeah, me, I feel like at home because I'm Belgian, so we are neighbors.
Never been. Very happy to be here.
Well, I've been to Lille so many times. I don't know how much. So, yeah, it's always very nice to be here, and I think that's the first time I'm staying in Lille that much. So, Yeah, by the end of the week, maybe I'll know Lille like perfectly. But yeah, I discovered very nice restaurants in Lille. If you
All right,
guys need,
Let's get
I
into
can
it.
make you a list.
What's your favorite? Yeah, what are your favorite restaurants in Lille? Because I know you like
For
this
now,
topic.
this morning's brunch was very nice. I had 3 plates, like pancakes, a bowl, and I what was the? Yeah, a toast, avocado toast with eggs, salmon. No, that was very good.
He was talking about it for days.
Cuisine, yeah. What about you?
For
This
me,
is a running gag.
about Lille, well, it's the first time for me, as I said, and no, I had no idea it was such a beautiful city. Actually, I thought it was going to be more industrial. This part of France, I didn't realize it was such a perfectly kind of preserved. I don't know what century, but probably 18th, is it?
Yeah,
Mainly,
beautiful.
and it's beautiful. Love it.
So what's your best moment? You have a best moment in Lille so far from Series Mania? Any memorable anecdotes? What's really happening behind the scenes?
Well, we had a really interesting dinner last night with some of the creators and also some really, interesting showrunners and writers and directors and actors, and that was thrilling actually to really exchange ideas in a relaxed setting. That was a highlight for me.
Anyone else?
Yeah, but we are. This is crazy times that we are on, and we are here on a panel. And what is fantastic to meet all these beautiful and fantastic people, and be able to also discuss both the series and what we are seeing, but also about the world and where we are. So it has been for me forum also to mirror my feelings and my how do you say, fears, and discuss what is happening, and that's maybe come sometimes into the essence of storytelling, that good stories, they provoke some thoughts and creates discussion, and that is what I have had. That has been really the highlight for me, also our discussions, and they are ongoing.
Do you find that the series, I mean, you haven't seen everything, but the series you have seen are very reflective of what's happening in the world, or are they more on the other end of the spectrum, kind of an escape from all of it?
Well, we have not seen all of the series yet, so we cannot really pinpoint the general trend, but we are excited. There has been, of course, yes, we have had a big meta communication about history, and then very internal stories, trauma stories, and investigating of the male identity, we can say. So we cannot say it, but from micro you can easily go to macro, and that is often what happens. So also micro stories about internal things can be very big in other sense.
But nothing, I would say, not really escapist, I would say. I think everything has been very pertinent and relevant to today, and to, whether it's a big, as Benedict is saying, whether it's a big story about politics, about, something meta, or whether it's actually about what people are struggling with in terms of, like we were saying, masculinity, all of that. Everything is very topical, I would say, which is great, really nice.
Yes, it's interesting to travel because it's different country, and so you have the feeling of traveling, and at the same time you watch humans. So it's about humanity who are the same all over the world. So it's a very interesting journey for us.
And we are, of course, very much reminded about this, because in this jury we are missing a member, the fantastic Iranian filmmaker Ida, that is not with us, and I think it was great to hear her audio message. So the chaos of the world is getting closer, and we have felt that.
Yeah. But even the fact that you both mentioned that you come from different places, different backgrounds, and you were both laughing at the same series. I don't know if it was at the same moments, and so I think that speaks to the international appeal. It's very rare to have a festival like this where there are many film festivals, but in terms of series, to be able to first of all see the series on a big screen. You're watching them with the audiences too. So does that play into your judging criteria about how it's you know, the audiences are reacting?
It's nice to share. It's nice to be part of that. You know what I mean? I think it's better or more instructive than sitting alone. Even though our first screening actually was on our own, and we did have a lot of space, and it was very nice. But no, it's nice with people.
Yeah, but there is one, we were discussing this yesterday, there is a little bit a new way of format of how you can digest or see a TV series, because it has opened up, it has been done several times that people are screening 6 episodes on one day, or 8 episodes on one day. So people go early on in cinema and see 2 episodes, they have a pause, they take another 2, and etc. And I've witnessed this and taken part of this, and this is like, wow, this is a new way of going into a film or in a TV series, and it's really powerful, and people are there enjoying it. So maybe, you know, in the future they will just start screening TV series, you know, in the cinemas for a whole day.
Yeah, they did with David Lynch.
Yeah.
They got his show and they did like 5 hours of David Lynch.
Exactly,
Like, you could
and
see
they have
the
been
show.
doing it here, and they have
Yeah.
been. I did it with my TV series. It's fantastic. So.
But they're starting to do that. I mean, they're doing it both the big hit series and they're having screenings, you know, the big studio, you know, projects, and Netflix, Disney shows like that. But they're also, you know, Eddie, that's a series here, is actually going to be in French cinemas in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we were
So
with him last night,
Yeah, everything is, it's changing, I guess, a little bit. Do you feel, I mean, you've all started, how many years have you all been working in series? I know you started in film and then it migrated, so have you noticed that things are different at the moment? What do you think has changed in terms of the landscape of series?
Well, it gets. I mean, I guess we're living in a much more globalized world than we were even 10 years ago, right? Via the internet, travel, and the sharing of ideas is the exciting thing. Because I mean, really, I would say personally, top-level series, the way that we experience them now, has been coming since, I don't know where you could say the beginning is, but like The Sopranos was one of the early ones. And since then, you've had all of these different national characteristics feeding into that form and creating something quite new. For me, it's constantly evolving, but we are now reaching a point where I think everybody is contributing, and that is creating something, fresh and new, and that's of course what the audiences are looking for, right? We want innovation. We want to be surprised. So.
Yeah, I had a European experience. The Paolo Sorrentino's the casting was so European, and when I shot with you, Luke, The Swarm. So I love that the Europe have the power of the same than USA. So it was a good feeling.
Yeah, we have to sort of, obviously the scale of the American studios is significant and it's hard to compete with that, and we're realizing, we're finding that with our own projects, that by combining, different nations in Europe, we can create the scale that is necessary to be able to compete, right? And that is reflected both within our industry, but also, geopolitically and as well.
I mean, that's a major theme, not getting too much into the industry side of this, but, there is a Series Mania forum happening at the same time, and the big theme is, Europe as a center. I mean, the dream, I'm assuming for all of you, is, we'll go to Hollywood and we'll make TV shows in the US, and now
I really want to work in Europe.
You can make just, you have...
I've been working in the US. I'm kidding. I was making a joke. Like you said, you guys want to go to the US? I'm like, no, I really want to work in Europe.
The Americans are
I love working
here.
there, but I never work in Europe.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Go ahead. I'm just
They're coming
kidding.
here to film, and even everything is international. Anthracite and Anthracite, a show like that, it's on Netflix. So I'm sure you could probably speak to that. You're on. You were well known before, but probably more international fans after that.
Yeah, I received like a ton of messages from Brazil and Turkey, and I was like, I'm French, guys. Like, why are you sending me messages? But then I got like, oh, okay, those guys saw the show and they loved it. So I was like, that's really nice, An Italian guy saw me at the airport in Marseille and told me, oh, I recognize you.
From the series.
An Italian guy. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool,
But I think it's interesting because we're talking about US and Europe, but there's so many Latin Americans and series from the global south that are made, and in a way having either a co-production or the streaming services that helps us to kind of show a broader work. I think it's a new moment for us that we're able to travel with the shows. That's what I was mentioning, the foundation here, Series Mania, how it's important places like this for us to be able to create our shows. He has a co-production that he's doing in Brazil. I think not 10 years ago, I don't know how that would have been happening. And I was joking with you because I've been working in America and I love working there, but I've never worked in Europe. And I think the world now is a bit different as casting as well, to have also Latin American actors coming to Europe to work because of this possibility with the streamings that you kind of have more global shows in a way. I think that's different than like when you asked about the first show. I did my first TV show. I've come from films and I started doing Queen of the South 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and it was a completely different medium. And nowadays, like I went to Saudi Arabia and a girl in Saudi Arabia stopped me to talk about Queen of the South. I would never think that would happen. So I think that the shows travel in that sense, and I think it's a wonderful moment for us to gather and tell a story like from different perspectives, even if it's just different actors, even if the director is European, to have actors from all over the world.
And do you feel that the opportunities are coming more? Like before, maybe you would play a French woman or you would play a Brazilian woman. Now, do you feel that the roles are expanding too, as the borders kind of get bigger and language is less of a barrier?
I think so, yeah. I mean, like I'm always gonna be, Latina and have an accent specifically, but I think sometimes it doesn't matter where the character is from. On Dark Matter, for example, like she was an Brazilian in the book that is based on a novel by Blake Crouch, but he saw my audition and he changed the character so I could play. So I think that's kind of the role of the more global moment on series that are more open for those possibilities.
Well, just you guys alone, if anyone, I don't know if there's any producers in here, but we have, the cast, the director, we got a screenwriter, everything. Do you all have any questions for them? If I can't really see anyone, so okay.
Hi, thanks everyone for being here. I'd like to ask you about something that's very specific to a jury member at Series Mania. When you're a jury on a movie festival, you can judge a movie as a whole because you have access to the whole movie. How tricky is it for you to judge a series based on only a couple episodes? And is it something that you take into consideration in your deliberation?
Yeah, it's difficult to have not the view of the arc, because usually as an actor, a character can change, can evaluate, can move, can progress, and you have only the first part of the evolution. So of course it's not fair to have not all of the journey of the actors, for example, and also the stories, of course. So yeah, it's special, but it's like that,
It's kind of, when you read a book, if the first page doesn't grab you.
Yeah, of course, it's in a way impossible, but if the storyteller doesn't capture you on the first episode or first two episodes, he's not a good storyteller. So and we have just the feeling: do we want to see more? And were we touched? And are we excited? That we are saying. But of course, in the end, the audience will judge. And of course, we are here just to make a stamp. It's not the death of the TV series or the end if it doesn't get a prize. Many good TV series have been to Series Mania and not get any prizes, and still they were very good because they did not see it all, So.
But he's forgotten about.
I've totally forgotten. I have forgiven it.
Anyone else?
I'm Julie. Following your reaction, I was wondering, a lot of the French people loved the Danish woman, so can we expect a season 2?
Yeah, I would say money talks, bullshit walks. So yes, if the Danish woman conquer the world, and so I have the plot in my mind. But they have to pay me if I have to write it down.
Maybe the next one, the Lille woman, the French woman, there can be.
Yeah, maybe there could be Danish woman meeting the French woman or the Brazilian woman.
And the Brazilian comes running by to say hi.
Yeah, the Brazilian woman. There is a possibilities there. There are a lot of women, and they're all, they will all save the world.
If you can just reserve a shot for me, like in the back
Yeah.
eating something, that would be great. That would be great.
Yeah.
Just me eating in the back, that's all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't take any money, just
The
give me
customer on the McDonald's.
Yeah, customer in the McDonald's. Perfect.
Love it.
Any other questions?
You guys are shy.
You're at the edge of your seats.
All right, we're gonna go if you don't ask.
I mean, I think you.
All right.
Again, sorry. It's a question for Alicia. I was wondering if you can tell us something about season 2 of Dark Matter.
Oh my God. I wish I could, but I can't. Blake would kill me because it's interesting when you do a show that is based on a novel, and it was a best-selling novel. He has huge fans, but we did the book on the first season. So season 2 is kind of like a sequel to the book that already had fans. So it makes it even more curious about, because he was the writer of season 2, which was exciting. But no, I'm sorry. Can't say anything.
Try.
I wish I could. It's crazy. That's all I can say. It's kind of mind-blowing.
Here.
Hi, I'm Camille, and I had a question for you, Luke. I really loved Shameless. I'm not done with it yet, but I'm taking a little bit by a little bit, not to like spoil me or anything. And I just wanted to know if you were happy and proud of how far it has gotten, and if you think you think we. I forgot the rest of my question. I'm sorry. And yeah, how far it has gotten, and how people are still touched by it right now.
Well, thank you for that. It is one of my favorite shows. I loved working on Shameless. I mean, it's a crazy show, and I did it fairly early on in my career, and it was quite intimidating, because you would often get the script. I was just a director that, and you get the script and you'd be like, okay, what are they going to make me do now? And you kind of be a bit scared about exactly how far they were going to push everything. But, Paul Abbott, the writer behind it, is a genius, and he had just the best idea. And I thought it was such a brilliant, subversive idea, that, the idea that the worst man in the world, Frank Gallagher, is actually probably right about us being even worse than him, right? And that's the way every episode was developed. So look, it was genuinely a real thrill to work on it. And yes, I'm very proud of that show. I think it's one of the best.
Since we're on the subject of spoilers, can you all let us know kind of what you're working on now, what's coming up for you? Anything where we can see you next on a screen of any size, what you're working on, maybe behind the scenes?
Me, I just shot a series for Netflix. We don't have the title yet, but it's based on the Mons Kallentoft books. And it's a detective story, which is happening in France, in Alsace. Okay. And and with my coéquipier, which is Damien Bonnard. My boss is Simon Abkarian, and my psycho brother, twin brother, is Grégory Gadebois. So a very good casting.
Well, this is, I mean, it's basically, you could see all these people in a film. I would see, on the générique of a movie, and now you're starring in a series. So it really shows, I think, the prestige nature now of an international aspect of series. Everyone's gonna watch. It's gonna be on Netflix in hundreds of places. So okay.
Yeah, if the script is good, it's exciting. Yeah, of course,
absolutely. I'm gonna release a Netflix show as well, an American one called Man on Fire, with Yahya Abdul-Mateen on April 30th. And I have Dark Matter Season 2 coming out in August. I think it's August.
You want to tell us more about A Man on Fire?
If I blow that up, please don't publish. I think it's August, I'm not sure. Don't write that down.
Can you tell us more about Man on Fire?
Don't quote me on that.
Like what it's about?
Man on Fire is based on a novel that, I don't know if you guys saw the movie that Denzel Washington did many years ago. It's based on that same book, but a reboot. The first 2 episodes.
You're on the reboot?
Yeah, I'm on the...
You're on it?
What do you mean?
You're on the TV show about like the same Men on Fire, but in TV show?
Yeah, from the
You're
film.
on it?
Yeah, but it's not based on the film, it's based on the novel.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Abdul-Mateen, yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you, he's amazing. I pay him to do that just now, to
I
get
love the
everybody's
movie, so-
curiosity.
Okay.
Netflix should pay you. But yeah, it's based on that novel, and it's a different thing, and it's set in Rio de Janeiro, so we shot that last year. And yeah, then Dark Matter, and I'm developing 2 TV shows in Brazil, one based on a novel, another one that is a big dream for me to play a journalist, because my dad's a journalist.
The best role.
So I love journalism, so I'm developing these 2 shows, and yeah, and some other things. And I did a film based on a novel by Series Mania that is very well known in France, where that is in post-production right now, and it's probably going to be released in some part of this year, I don't know, but we shot in December, and we shot in Brazil, so it was a Brazilian adaptation of Leila's novel, which is a writer that I deeply admire. I've read all her books, and it was an honor to be able to play a character of her book. Let's go.
Maybe you'll sleep.
How do I say it?
Ah, je sais pas.
Les Jardins de l'Ocre?
Les Jardins de l'Ocre?
Yeah, that's the name of the book.
And maybe you'll sleep at some point in the next year.
Hopefully not, because I want to work in Europe.
I've got a movie release in April 15th, which is called Bagarre. So it's out very soon. And I might be shooting something, but I can't say anything, in October, September, something like that. And on the rest of it, I'm on tour next year. And in between, I'll just play with my kid, which is like the biggest Spider-Man fan. So I'm like Daddy Spider-Man right now. That's my main role right now.
Yeah, your series watching, probably the TV now is geared towards more cartoons and.
Yeah. In the morning, there's many cartoons, and I get my shows when he's just sleeping. He decides what's on the TV, basically. Even football, like I can't watch football if he doesn't want. That's it.
For me, I'm kind of in a development stage at the moment, but really enjoying some of these co-productions, like we were talking about this project with Marco Dutra, who's a brilliant writer-director from Brazil.
Brazil is wonderful.
And we're collaborating on a supernatural thriller, so that's when you're saying about the ghost stories, and we're getting into that space, which I'm very excited about. But we're still early stage for that. I'm also working with French director Vincent Cardona on a sort of police espionage thriller, which could be quite exciting as well. So this is
again someone he comes from film, and you're doing
Yeah, it's nice to be collaborating with other countries, but bringing your sensibilities. But we obviously have a lot in common, and trying to find that common ground. It's been very diversionary for me. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm rehearsing now a one-man show where I am performing myself. I have a premiere in May. It's 2 hours one-man show where I retell Egil saga Skallagrímssonar. It's an old saga written 1200. So that is my work now. But I have written a film that I'm developing, and it's about sex addiction and sex addicts that come together and try to help each other. And the title is Normal Men.
Okay. So those exist. Yeah. Do you want to try out any of your one-man show material for this crowd, or it's all they won't understand? Yeah.
No, they would not understand it, but maybe in the future I will take a manuscript after myself, a film manuscript, and perform it as a one-man show. So I could, show you a film, or tell you or act out a film. That is really one of my projects that I will do after this.
Okay, wow. We've got
it's much more money in one-man shows than in films, so it's...
Okay, but serious. Any other questions? Oh, here.
Very bright light.
Hello.
This is just a little too much.
Okay. I hate not knowing French.
Hi. Sorry in advance for my slightly rusty English.
Si vous voulez poser la question en français, après je peux le traduire pour vous si jamais ça vous
va
arrange.
traduire, te prends pas la tête.
Ok, trop cool.
Ce sera
Okay.
He was doing well.
Ok, bah du coup, j'ai noté ma question.
Voilà.
Enfin, déjà, bonjour. Je m'appelle Warren. Je vous aime tous.
I love you all.
I love you all, yes. Et j'aime aussi beaucoup ton travail, Attic, en tant qu'artiste, acteur et rappeur. Et je voulais te dire aussi que tu étais une très grande inspiration pour moi en tant que comédien. Et donc, du coup, j'ai une question pour toi.
He was telling
je l'ai noté.
Hatik was a really big inspiration for him as both a musician and an actor.
Du coup, ma question, vous êtes à la fois artiste et acteur. Est-ce que votre regard en tant que jury est plus instinctif ou alors justement elle est basée sur l'émotion ou alors tout simplement de manière technique quand vous jugez une œuvre?
Should I? Oh, sorry.
Just in case,
Yeah,
did
just
anyone
ask
not understand? Basically, he was just asking him. He's an artist and he's an actor. So when he's on the jury, how is he? Is he looking at it more instinct with his instincts or his gut feeling, or is he looking at it from a more professional standpoint?
Should I answer in English?
Non, je pense que.
No, just so
English.
you
Let's
guys
go
understand what I'm saying.
English, please. Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, thank you for your kind words. Merci pour tes mots très gentils. Je vais faire la traduction directement, ce sera plus simple.
You're amazing.
Because he won't understand the answer. So that's better. That's much better. Oh, okay. So yeah, about how I judge things. The thing is, those guys I'm with on the jury are like teachers to me when it comes to movies, TV shows and all. Like I don't know, I got maybe like 2% of what they know about the industry, about the art, like just the art. So I'm more about my sensitivity. I'm not judging like the technical things like, oh, I love the way shot just over the shoulder and all, you know, I'm not like this because even when I'm acting, those things don't interest me. Like I just don't know how to judge a good or a bad thing. Like of course I like a good plan séquence, but like that's all, you know. So yeah, it's more about my sensitivity and the whole project. If I laugh, if I cry, if I'm excited about something, and so far everything I saw is very interesting, but in many different ways. So, and it's really cool to just discover different projects. Donc en gros, oui, c'est surtout sur ma sensitivité et comparé en fait aux autres membres du jury, eux ils connaissent tellement de choses. Comparé à moi, je connais peut-être 2% de ce que eux connaissent, donc je peux pas juger sur des aspects techniques, mais beaucoup plus sur ma sensibilité à moi, que ce soit en tant qu'artiste ou acteur. Et voilà, pour l'instant, on a vu beaucoup de choses très différentes qui m'ont toutes touché d'une manière différente à chaque fois. Et voilà, c'est comme ça que je juge.
Sounds more beautiful. Everything sounds more beautiful in French, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh, you think?
So beautiful. There was one more. Oh, there.
So, hello.
Hi.
Thank you for being here today. I'm currently in training at the Series Mania Institute, and my team and I, we made a series, and the screening will take place on Friday. So we were wondering whether you were gonna be there or not, and if you're not coming,
Oh my God.
we can get you tickets very easily.
Yes.
I think Friday is a busy day. I'm guessing that's a pretty busy day because
Yeah,
we're debating to choose. We're voting like on Friday, no?
Yeah, we will.
Go ahead.
We will have a government meeting about this and try to put this on the schedule. Absolutely.
I hope so.
Yes.
It will take
come back
place
to you.
at 11 a.m., just in case. It's during the morning, so
When is it?
11. Yeah.
No, you could call my agent, you know, call her.
Yeah.
But congratulations for having made one. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
Thank you.
Well done.
And the title is Asphodel. And if you can't come, but I hope you'll be there, you can still watch it on the France Télé the same day.
Great.
Nice.
Good work. Congratulations.
Oh, you're already on France Télé, so you don't need us.
We need you, actually.
You're already a
Good
big star.
promo work.
There.
Very good promo work. Now, good.
She's
Keep
the actress
doing
and the
this.
producer.
Yeah, I will.
Other questions? Maybe one. We have time for one more. Actually, on that note, do you feel that you know, it used to be you'd make a series, you'd make a film, and it was out there. Now, do you feel that you have to promote it like on your own social media, that you're doing a lot of press? Because there are so many series out there. That's great, but there's also, you know, audiences only have 24 hours in the day to find them and watch them. Do you feel like you're spending a lot of time promoting your projects?
Of course.
I'm British, so self-promotion doesn't come easy. But no, not me personally.
Yeah, it's like half of the job, I think. Not half, but you shoot and a year later the project's out, but when the project is about to be out, there's the private screening with the team, and then the work starts. And this is like a pretty big work because you've got to do all the interviews, and then you got to post and it's not about like you're forced to post. It's just you want the project to win, to be seen by everybody, so you post in this goal, you know. So I guess that's part of the job.
Yeah, when you do an art house film, it's usually like this. They take it 2 years, that you are traveling for 2 years to promote your film as a director. And the lifetime of the film is about 2 years. But I'm not good on social media to doing this, but I thought it would be less work with Syria, and I think it is less for me than it has been on promoting the films.
Yeah, if you want to do a second season, you have to do your best to make the first season work.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I think it's always important to use social media to make your show or the project that you're working on reach bigger audiences and definitely communicate with people and make the first season to get a season 2. But we should never cast our shows based on the amount of followers that actors have. I think that's what has been happening all over the world, and that's not fair, because we need to see new artists, new upcoming actors and actresses and writers and screenwriters, and it's not based on that we should hire people to be either in front or back of the camera. I think we need to use that to reach people when the show is done, but never hire an actor just based on the amount of followers that they have, because maybe there's a hidden gem that nobody knows because it doesn't have Instagram or it doesn't have TikTok, and that person doesn't get a chance because it's not famous on the social media. So I think that's very important to be said.
All right, no pressure, but last question, so make it a good one.
But they didn't do many.
But no pressure, don't worry.
Pressure's on.
But if it's a bad, then you will die.
All right, sounds good. It leads to my next question. It's like Hudson Williams was not known before Heated Rivalry and became even more famous now. But that's just my point. And I just wanted to know if watching those series made you, as directors or writers or anything, made you find new talents, new people to work in your shows later, because there's multiple people who worked on the shows and stuff who are not really famous for now, or they're famous in their countries but not in the world, and I would just want to know if you found new gems or not.
With this series in general, or the ones here?
The ones here.
Yeah, I would say absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I wouldn't say, you know, specific people, but obviously, you know, as a director, when you watch something and if someone really grabs you a performance, particularly the actors, I would say, is obviously that's what you're being presented with, you take notice, you know, and of course, you know, it has to be, maybe it won't be in a year's time, maybe it'll be in 10 years' time, because it'll be the right role for the right, you know, moment and availability and all of that. But yeah, I mean, I've already seen several actors who I would love to work with.
And I found the cast for the second season of Danish Woman in the jury. So the offer is coming to you.
No, I'm telling you, there's going to be a show. It's going to be set.
I'll be
The
the
Lille
Brazilian
Woman.
prison.
You have the cast. You have the director. You have the writer. You can even do. Will you do the soundtrack for it?
I'll do
Yeah,
the
we go.
soundtrack.
We got it
Yeah.
all here. All right, you heard it.
He's a soundtrack fan.
Yeah.
He made me listen the soundtrack for Danish Woman.
Yeah.
That was it, right? Yeah, very nice.
All right, well, you heard it here first. The Scoop coming soon to a I don't know, Netflix, Disney, we want, you know.
All of them.
France Télévision, everywhere.
First time, that will be on all of them.
Every platform.
At the same time.
Every streamer.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
9 a.m.
If
Be
you don't
there.
leave the industry to become a food critic.
Be there.
That is, yeah. All right. Thank you so much for everyone. Merci à vous.
Thank
Merci
you.
beaucoup.
Thank you very much.